Hey, how are you doing? You must have wondered a lot about, my life right now after a year, right? You must have asked yourself some questions like, um, have I make any friends? How's my, my study and everything? How am I settling with my life currently right now? Uh, I can give you the answer, but it's just simply no. I It was not the life that we both imagined it would be. It was not, the life that is as glorious as how we see it on TV shows or, vlogs, YouTube videos that we thought it would be, how I imagined my life in the United States would be. It was not like that at all, and and I did, but things did change for the better. Um, I did. I was able to buy things that I could not believe I could buy. I even buy like I'm recording this with like a new iPad, and I would definitely not be able to buy it in my country. But you know, after a year of being over here, I really miss the things that I used to have back in you know in our country, and we both leave the country in search for a more better career opportunity and a better environment for us to thrive. But in that journey of looking for the growth, we also leave back behind our dear friends, families, relationships, and things that hold us very dearly. And I I I understand that this is the right decision to me because it is a logical decision. We both know that we are a logical person. We do things not necessarily because we feel good, but because it needs to be done. We have always do things like that since we were like super young, and we were like teenagers and stuff. We have always done the things that would benefit us the most in the long run. But now I kind of doubt if that way of thinking of ours is it even working, like is it even worth it. I i love my friends, and I love them very dearly. A year when I come over here, even the word love wouldn't be able to express the amount of things, the amount of stuffs, and how dearly I miss them. When I come over here, they were truly my most significant thing, and I left them to come over here for some goddamn logical thing. I am just, I'm just so, I guess, I'm just so lonely. I mean, I like being alone, but too much alone can cause a person to crumble. I did not make any friends over here. They were simply different from me. They have different cultures, a different way of talking, and they they don't really share the same sense of humor or like the same preference and me perspectives and the same way how I feel things. And so I don't feel like I can connect to anyone over here, and there's a loss of connection. I thought that, things would be stable, things would be well. It always does. There would be a big dip down, but then I would go back up again. And it's life. It always hits you hard and then go back up. But it's been a year now, and I want it to go back up again, but I can't. It keeps on. Once I think I have hit rock bottom, it proves that there's an even deeper bottom than I presume. And that shit hurts so much. That hurts so much. I try talking to more people, but the more I talk to them, the more I realize I do not belong here. I am very easy to talk to people and make friends, but I don't think I really belong here. I don't think the people here, they're they're not my people. And how much do I really miss, you guys, the friends? How much do I want to go back right now? How much how much do I feel this chapter of mine is an epilogue? I can tell you that from right now that when we leave the country, our life is I feel like our life is essentially over, and what I am feeling right now is just basically the aftermath, the epilogue. And so I have to keep on living. One of the things I scare the most is that my life becoming something automatic, like something that goes round and round, and there's nothing new in my life. I become like a machine. I become like I I I fucking lost count of the days. It's been a year, but I have not made any new precious memories of friends and stuff. It still doesn't feel like I have lived, but it's been a year. What have I done in a year? It's something I question myself every single day. I question myself every single day if this is the right decision, if things could have turned out differently. I when I go to sleep, I always wake up sweating myself, tears from my eyes, and my hands hold out onto the sky trying to grab for something, like trying to grab like the hand of a person, or just raising it up the sky like I want to grab like a piece of memories that is left. I look at the image from the previous years, and how much do I really miss it. I I lived like a grieving widow for the last previous year, and it was so hard. I don't have I have my friends, of course I can call them, and I know they would always be there for me. But seeing each other through the screen to me is not enough. I love my friends, and because of that I want to see them. I want to have physical interactions, and I miss those days where we would hang out every single day, or like at every single given moment, and we just talk, laugh our ass off, or even slouching around doing nothing but scrolling Instagram reels. Those were the little moments, but it ignites me. It recalls me, and it gives me the purpose to live. I know it's hard. I am in probably one of the hardest phase of my life. I like being alone, like I said, but this is a little bit too much. I don't know. I don't know what I can do now. I really think about finding a way of how do I turn back, but then I don't know what I should do. I'm sorry that it's been a year and you see me in like this weird ass mess. We were supposed to be going to here and study new things and become better, and but God, do I feel so deeply. I don't know how to express. Every single day it feels like somebody stabs me 10 times in the heart, and it would never break. It's just that weird tingling painful thing inside of my heart every single day, but I wouldn't die. It's like torture, and it's incredibly painful, but also not painful at the same time. Why is it that these things are from the mind, but it hurts down in my heart? How are they interconnected to each other? I see you. I see our friends. They graduate and stuff. I left my country when I was a second year university student. I would have graduated by now. All of my friends are graduating, and they are currently attending the ceremony and stuff, and here I am sitting here, and I restart my whole study because there were complications, and woof, 2 years of studying turned to dust, and now I have to restart the whole thing again. It's hard. It's hard. And Lord, do I know what to do? I don't know what to do. I only know that my friends and stuff, they are the only reason that keeps me on going on this path. And without them, I wouldn't be here. I I wouldn't be the same. I wouldn't be this person I am to feel things so deeply and so passionate. And for that, if there is a word that is more powerful than love, then I want to give it to my friends who show me this enormous amount of love, and that fuels me into trying to become better and keeps on living, keeps on walking down this absolutely lonely and devastating path. But I will try. I will continue to try. But Lord, please give me more strength. Please give me more strength. Sorry, man. You know, I should have been a little bit stronger, and you have seen a different version of me a year from now, but life, it hits us very, very hard. And so this is my state right now, but it feels nice, to get everything out and express everything that has been sort of like a tangle mess inside of my head, and it feels relieving to an extent. But I know I'm gonna fall down to this state once again. And so I want to accept this vulnerability of mine, and that's about it. That's about it, man. That's the whole updated message I have for you. I'll keep you updated, okay?